Hello and welcome back, guys. Today I am going to talk about a very special motorcycle and review it a little bit. But before that, let's get to know the brand and the history behind it. So this brand was initially founded by John Bloor in 1983 in the United Kingdom. Initially this brand was known as Bonneville Coventry Limited. But this brand made it to India in 2014 with their big bike market and has been doing great since then. But now, as of 2023, they have entered the middleweight bike segment and at a very commendable and affordable price tag that you and me can afford. Yes, you guessed it right. I am talking about the Triumph's new launched product, that is the Speed 400. So let's start with the design. Triumph has done a phenomenal job designing this motorcycle. Just take a look at the motorcycle fully. It looks like a big bike. Nowhere it feels like it's a middleweight segment or just a 400cc motorcycle. It looks completely premium. The fit and finish is amazing. I mean, look at those golden forks. They just look pretty. Look at the front fender, which is plastic, but it also looks like it's metal and it has a brushed finish to it. Also, the forks have a nice covering to them, which is also plastic, but it's quite good in quality, which will save your fork from dust and mud. So that's something great, and I really like that small thing, but which really helps. Then talking about other parts, the quality is top notch. I mean, look at the indicator mountings. I have seen no motorcycle with this kind of amazing quality indicator mountings. Also, it gets LED indicators at front and rear. Coming to the back, you have a nice Speed 400 emblem here, also one on the engine, and they have given every attention to detail. Like Triumph logo is here, the Triumph logo on the tank, the one logo which is inside the headlight, which makes it a complete Triumph motorcycle. People have a misconception that this bike has a Dominar engine या फिर ये bike पूरा Bajaj का है. It is not something like that. Bajaj is only and only manufacturing and assembling for Triumph, and the engine is completely designed by Triumph. It is not a Bajaj engine. It's a completely new engine engineered by Triumph and Triumph itself. Coming at the back, we have a nice logo like the big bikes on the Triumph on the seat, and also there is one small logo in the tail light. So as I said, attention to detail is Triumph's utmost priority to make it look premium. And coming to the aluminum finished parts, they have a nice exhaust cover, a nice brushed aluminum finished exhaust, which looks pretty. The heel plates are super pretty and amazing in quality because they are also aluminum. Just look and hear how it sounds. So these are a few things that makes this motorcycle a lot premium, for which the price bracket it fits in. A few more things about the design is the mirrors. The quality of the mirrors is really nice. They have a nice brushed aluminum plate finish on the rear, and they are round. They are bar end mirrors, so no more design flaws on the handlebar. It looks really pretty because such bike looks pretty only with the bar end mirrors. Then the switches quality is really amazing. It feels premium. As I said again, like the Triumph's big motorcycle, the torque is really satisfying if you can hear it. The switches are nice, and one more thing, these grips were the same which I had on my Daytona. Can you imagine, for a bike in this segment and bracket, literally getting the parts from bigger segment is really good thing. Even the brake and clutch levers feel firm and good. They have a good shape, so you can have a good 3-finger or a 2-finger grip. But sadly, the clutch and brake levers are not adjustable. And also, oh wow, I even found one more Triumph logo on the handlebar to make it look even more premium, and another one on the gas cap. This bike is full of Triumph logos, which makes it more Triumphy. So coming to the design again, one more thing which I really liked, it's a small thing but I really liked it, is a nice USB charger located here with a C port. USB-C type charger for your phones or for whatever you want to charge. And the design of the headlight mounting and the quality is just amazing. If I try to move it, it just doesn't move. It's very firm and it has a great support, which again I really like because this motorcycle is mainly going to commute inside the city or a little bit of highways. So that one thing about the quality is really necessary. This motorcycle is powered by a 398cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, which makes 40 PS at 8000 RPM and 37.5 Newton meters of torque at just 6500 RPM, which is really great. It almost touches the KTM figures, but it is not as aggressive as the KTMs, because now when you speak of a 400, what do you think in mind? A KTM, right? But this motorcycle has a character of a tourer and a commuter. It's not as aggressive engine as the KTMs are. So you won't be getting that unimaginable surge of power to scare you off. This power's delivery is very nice and smooth, which will make you love the bike and love the engine. A big engine needs big cooling as well, because with this power you need cooling, because you're also going to ride this in the city where it heats up the most. So there's a nice big radiator which is going to keep your engine really cool. Now coming to the exhaust looks really great, the muffler looks great, and just look at the diameter of the headers. It is like a big bike. And also the brushed steel or brushed aluminum finish rather looks really great, and this motorcycle sounds great, trust me. Let me just show you how it sounds. So the exhaust is quite bassy, unlike a few motorcycles in the segment. It sounds really great. So as you heard, the motorcycle sounds really premium and nothing like a small bike, which one more thing is what I love about the motorcycle. Plus the electronic package in this is not much, I would say, but it comes with a ride-by-wire and a nice display, and you also get a traction control on this. So display in here is a mixture of little bit of digital and analog, which is really pretty. Just take a look at the display, how beautiful it looks. And also, as I said about the logos, it again gets a Triumph branding inside the Speedo as well, which again makes it a premium Triumph motorcycle. With great power comes great responsibility, and with that, there come the great brakes. So the braking setup on this motorcycle is the 300mm disc on the front and a 230mm rotor at the rear, supported by a 4-piston bi-brake caliper, which is supported by a radial master cylinder, which makes it a great braking setup. So the braking setup is not at all progressive. I felt it that the bite is really good while riding, and it is enough to stop this motorcycle having this much power. And this great braking setup also comes with front and rear ABS by standard. A great motorcycle needs great suspension setup as well. So the Speed 400 comes with 43mm upside down front forks, which are sadly non-adjustable, and have a travel of 140mm, which is great, and a rear monoshock gas shaft suspension with a travel of 130mm, but is adjustable with preload. Speed suspension run quite a soft setup at the rear, so I weigh 67.5. For my weight, it's quite soft. Just look at this. But the front at the same time feels quite stiff and firm for sporty riding, but still I wouldn't suggest that this motorcycle is meant to carve those heavy corners. But there's a catch to it. If you adjust a preload a little bit, maybe you can carve those sweet corners in a canyon or a ghat. And now talking about the ergonomics, even the foot pegs come branded with Triumph, but I feel they're a little small for riding boots. I guess they're a little small, but yeah, they're good. And for pillion comfort, there is a nice grab rail at the back, which is amazing quality and very firm for the pillion to hold on to. And lastly, the main thing about the ergonomics we short rider dream of is not so tall riding position with a seat height of just 790mm. So the 790mm seat height is really a boon for short riders like me. If you can see, I'm almost flat touching the ground, like flat feet on the ground, and the motorcycle just being a 176 kgs wet makes it even more easier for us short riders to ride it. So even more advantageous for the people who are not so really tall and love to ride. So the tire setup on this, the bike comes with Apollo Alpha H1s, which are great tires, and whenever you want to replace them, it won't be a hefty price tag on your pocket. So that's one really great thing. The tire sizes on this are 110/70/17 and 150/60/17. This also comes with alloy wheels instead of spokes, so you have to be a little careful when you take it on bad roads or a little bit of off-roading if you do. Now the Speed 400 stands in the 400cc segments. That means it has rivals, starting from the Harley X440, the Royal Enfield Classic 350, the Meteor 350 and the CB 350 RS. But amongst of them all, I would still suggest you do try this motorcycle, because I personally felt that this is one of the best 400cc motorcycles in the market, and for the price tag it comes for. And one last thing that you all have been waiting for is the price tag of this beautiful Triumph 400. So the pricing starts at just 2.33 lakh ex showroom, which is an amazing price tag in this price segment. That makes it rupees 2.88 lakhs on road price for Pune city. So this price bracket is a great price bracket where you can explore a lot of motorcycles. But I would definitely suggest that from my side, this is a must ride and check motorcycle before you go and check out other motorcycles, because I am personally in love with it. The maintenance cost for the motorcycle, as per the showroom, the service cost would be around 3,500 to approx 5,000, somewhere in middle. But the service interval is going to be 16,000 kilometers or one whole year. So that makes it quite friendly to you, for your pocket, to maintain the motorcycle. Coming in the conclusion, the motorcycle felt great to me, but as every motorcycles have its positives and negatives, I would also like to tell you about some downsides, but maybe I might be just nitpicking because the motorcycle is just too great for that. So I felt a little bit of vibrations towards the lower end of the motorcycle, like the low end power of the motorcycles, and the power delivery of this motorcycle starts above mid-range like big bikes. It's not very peppy initially like the KTMs, but it's not supposed to carry that character. Otherwise, everything I liked about the motorcycle. The suspension was phenomenal, the brakes are great, the electronics are good. Apart from the quick shifter and blipper missing, I felt a little incomplete because I personally like quick shifters, but not everybody does. So apart from that, the motorcycle is just great. And if you want to take a look and a test ride of the motorcycle is available in Pune Triumph, located in Pashan. You can drop anytime and have your test ride and then think of whether to buy it or not. Just before going, I would like to show you one small highlight of the bike, which is the key. The key is completely premium and has a nice Triumph logo to it. So I personally love the key. I hope you all love the video. Stay tuned for more such vlogs. I will be making more content regarding to new motorcycles, my rides, as you all know. Subscribe to the channel. Please share the video if you really love the video. This has been my time. My name is Atharva and I'll see you all in the next video. You all take care. Cheers.